Rat trapped and we're back for another one. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? First things first, I hope everybody's peace. Thank you for the subs, the likes, the shares, the comments, the donation if you're donating. If not, that's all good. Let's get to some other shit. I've done album covers before. I did top 10 metal album covers. Was it accurate? I don't know. Is this accurate? I don't know. I'm just going off of these things. You know I'm not putting together these lists. So don't get mad at me. I'm just looking at them. Without further ado, the 25 most iconic album covers of all time. Is this accurate? And this is a lot of fucking, I might have to break this into two. If not, we're gonna do 25, right? Fuck it. Number 25, I'm assuming this is going from 25 down. I don't know. You guys let me know. Elvis Presley, 1956. RCA Victor Records. I don't know what the fuck that is. Let me know what RCA Victor Records, what songs there are, or what artists they're known for releasing. I like the colors of the album cover. I like the, what is that, pink and green? I used to have a bike when I was little that was fucking pink and green. Damn, I cursed too much. It was a dope bike anyway. It fit the scene I lived in. What the fuck that got to do with anything? Elvis Presley, he looks like he's singing. It looks like he's singing, performing. I don't see why this is so great. Maybe because the music was great on the album. I don't know. You guys let me know what was so big about this album. It must have had a hit record on here or something. I don't know. Who's the guy in the back? Is that just some regular dude? Or is that one Elvis's entourage? The guy who used to roll up his blunts and shit and chop up his coke and make the lines for him? I heard he was in all kinds of shit, Elvis, when he popped off and he got famous. You let me know. That's alright. Number 24. The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, 1967. 1967, holy shit. This is a crazy album cover. It has a lot of people on here who I'm assuming are other famous people. It looks like they got a boxer in there. Winston Churchill. I don't know why I recognize Winston Churchill. Am I correct? Dude with the yellow hat? I'm assuming that's him. It's pretty creepy, this fucking album cover, actually. Because they all look like corpses, but they're standing up. Marlon Brando, which I recently found out was smashing every man he could possibly get a hold of. There's other people's faces in here that are creepy, that are part of my memory, but I have no idea who they are. Like a lot of these faces I feel like I recognize, so you guys let me know. Maybe there's a breakdown somewhere as to who's on this album cover. Probably is. Marilyn Monroe. It doesn't look like Marilyn Monroe, but it looks like it's trying to be Marilyn Monroe. It's a creepy ass little girl by her leg. I don't know if you noticed. That's fucking. And then there's a smaller girl at the bottom, and then a smaller one. Yo, this album cover is pretty fucked up. I wish I could zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in. You can't zoom in, but I'm zooming in. There's a lot going on here, man. Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band. I don't know what this album was about. Was it a good album? I know the Beatles are super famous. I have yet to be able to do a Beatles song without YouTube taking it down or doing something, or blocking it. So I would like to get into Beatles. I did like 2 Beatles and I couldn't get them up. And the music was really good. But let me know who are the people in the album cover. I'm assuming they're significant and they put them all there for a reason. I'm sure that's a crazy breakdown in itself. I probably could have did a video just on this album cover alone because there's a lot going on. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts. What's that album about? Was it anything worth checking out? Give me the history on that. And suggest some songs and maybe I'll be able to get them up. Who knows? Number 23, I'm assuming. The Velvet Underground and Nico. The Velvet Underground and Nico, 1967. It's a banana. And it says Andy Warhol. So I'm assuming the banana was art. But is that shit art? Can anybody just grab a banana and put it and just call it art? I guess so. Because we're here talking about this shit now. fucking who knows how many years later. I wish I knew how to do quick math, because then I'd say it's probably like 50 years later. Maybe less, maybe more. That's why I don't know math. Anyway. It's alright. Fucking banana. Is there significance to the banana? How's the music? Does the music in the album have to do with bananas? A lot of bananas? Is the album bananas? I don't know. Next. Frank Zappa, the mother of inventions. Weasels ripped my flesh. That's a dope ass title. Now, Frank Zappa is the guy. The mother of inventions, is that his band maybe? Because it's connected to the title, to his name. And then Weasels ripped my flesh is separate. I have headphones on, like if I was gonna listen to some music, but I don't have no music to listen to. You're just going through these. Okay, I just looked down and I noticed that he has a damn razor, but it's a weasel ripping his face. Yo, this is fucked up. This is like, you ever see American Horror Story? There's a fucking, I think it was the carnival season. There's that creepy little mama's boy who walks around in his underwears and shit. This dude reminds me of that era. That whole Mad Men era, that movie, the show, the Mad Men or whatever, to me, I feel like they do all kinds of weird, bloody rituals on the weekends and nobody shows it on the show. Like that era, that whole 50s, 60s, I think, era, not 50s, 60s. That shit is creepy as fuck to me. Weasels rip my flesh. What does he mean by weasels rip my flesh? And the mothers of invention. Necessity, right? Is the mother of invention. I think that's the saying. And what does why is he saying the sound effect? Because if you notice on the picture, it has the bubble. Like if he's saying is he fucking crazy? Like, because his eyes look crazy. He has crazy killer eyes. Like, yeah, bitch, I'm shaving with a weasel. This is crazy album cover. Neon Park. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's the guy who drew it. Good for you, Mr. Neon. That was a weird fucking job you did. Next. Roxy Music. Roxy Music, 1972. Roxy Music. That can't be the lady's name. There's a lady on here. I have no idea what the fuck is this supposed to be. What kind of music it is. I don't like the material that she's wearing. It's annoying me already. It looks too slippery. Like, she looks very uncomfortable. Like, she's trying to hold herself up, but she keeps slipping. Like, it's all silk. And she's already got a stomach ache from doing 80 crunches during the photo shoot. But her eye stuff is matching her creepy ass outfit. This shit is creepy as fuck. I don't know why. Because it looks like she don't want to be there. Like the kids are screaming and crying in the background, and she's like, motherfucker. Her smile is so fake. Who smiles like that? Other than my mother. This shit's crazy. Next. I don't like that shit. Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon, 1973. Now, Pink Floyd is a situation I got going on, because I said I'm not gonna do any more Pink Floyd, because I have to do the whole album to understand it or even enjoy it properly according to my Pink Floyd fans. Am I correct? So I do plan on getting to Pink Floyd, but I want to sit down and do the whole thing. So, and that's gonna take time. So, but I don't know what the point of this the color spectrum thing is. Going through the triangle or prism, is that the word? There has to be a reason. That looks too put together. Like is that the light poking through, and that's the dark side of the moon? That is the album cover name, The Dark Side of the Moon. It's iconic. This picture, I've been seeing this shit for all my life. Iconic. See, most of the other ones, I've never seen any of these pictures, I don't think. The banana, not even the banana. I've seen the soup cans, Andy Warhol, never the banana. That's a grocery shopping motherfucker. Andy Warhol's a hustler, yo. That motherfucker went to the supermarket and said, watch me become a legend. Anyway, Pink Floyd, what is the I know you can't explain what the album was about. According to you guys, it's an experience. So I do plan on experiencing Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. The album cover is dope. I like it. It looks like it's lost in space. It's some science. It looks sci-fi to me, and I like that. But it also looks real old and shit. So what year is this? 73. Yeah, it reminds me of 1973 fucking like a textbook that they had in the 80s from 73 that they shouldn't be using anymore. Remember the old ass textbooks? You open it and you see motherfuckers from the 50s and you're like, what the fuck? This is 1980 fucking whatever. Excuse me. Next. David Bowie. Aladdin Sane. 1973. This is the most artistic motherfucker you're gonna come across. I'm sorry. So far, out of all these reactions, there's been musicians and geniuses and all kinds of people who create and stuff, but none of them spilled art like them. Like, it looks like it's pouring out of him. Even just standing here in the picture, what year is this? 1973. He was already just, and I'm sure it was from before that. This album cover is so crazy. It's dope. Who was doing this at that time? I'm sure there's a lot of creative people out there and were doing all kinds of stuff, but this guy exudes creativity. I like this fucking album cover, and I'm loving Bowie's music so far. Next, Led Zeppelin, House of the Holy. This shit is, I don't know what's up with this one. House of the Holy, 1973. This is creepy. I'm not comfortable looking at little white asses. This shit is crazy. It looks like some Star Trek episode and shit. Like, I don't know. What's the point of this? Houses of the Holy. Are they climbing to heaven or some shit like that? And why are they climbing to heaven? Are they just playing Q*bert? I don't know. This shit has got me feeling awkward. I'm not liking this album cover at all. Is the music good? What is the album cover? What's the album? Does the cover of the album and the title of the album relate to the album at all? Let me know. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, 1979. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. What kind of music is Fleetwood Mac? If I were to look at Fleetwood Mac off of this album cover, they're definitely the opening act at medieval times. They have to be. There's a lot of big trumpets and galloping horses listening to this shit. And there's wizards, because Shorty on the right looks like she was a witch and he caught her, and I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I like his outfit. The outfit is dope. I mean, for that type of outfit, he's rocking that shit. Like, he doesn't look crazy wearing it. It actually looks right on him. I'm not mad at it. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Was this a good one? It says iconic, but I've never seen. I've heard of Fleetwood Mac. I've never seen this album cover ever in my life. So, oh shit! And then he got a strings. It looks like he got balls hanging. That shit's kind of corny. Made it cheesy. The album cover is cool to look at. I think that shit was corny. I don't understand the significance of it. Let me know. Why does he have his balls hanging? Was he trying to be funny? Because it's not funny to me. It just ruined the otherwise nice picture. Kind of creepy, but nice. I like the name Fleetwood Mac. It rolls off the tongue. Fleetwood Mac. Anyway, next. Purple Rain. Prince, 1984. Purple Rain. This is from the movie Purple Rain, because I could see the girl, Apollonia, I think her name was, sitting at the door, standing there with a neck choker that always made her look like she can't breathe. Prince, man, rest in peace. What else can you say about Prince? Fucking wearing purple on a motorcycle. Prince, let's go. Next. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, 1984. I remember this album cover a lot, obviously, because it was, look at this, a dope ass album cover. Just aesthetically, not because he's showing his ass, but just the colors, everything, it matches perfect. It looks iconic. That shit looks like it's It could be the flag of the countryside of America or some shit. Like, this shit looks mad typical. Like, you see a lot of people walking around like this. Or just standing there. Born in the USA, right? I was born. That song is dope as hell. I should have reacted to that shit, but I'm not gonna be reacting. I'm just gonna be singing along. This shit is dope. I like this album cover. Next. Grace Jones, Island Life. Grace Jones, yo, she's like David Bowie. Like, she's that too. Everywhere she went, anytime you saw her, she was always painted up, looking crazy, hair crazy, acting crazy. Look at her fucking outfit right here. This shit is beyond Andy Warhol shit. Cause she turned her this motherfucker went and grabbed a banana and a soup can, and she turned herself into a fucking banana. Or a soup can opener. She looks like a can opener in this picture. She could be, you know what's dope about this picture? That I bet you if you flip it in different ways, it'll still look like art. Which is why I said she reminds me of David Bowie. This shit is dope. And they chose the right colors, the orange, or whatever color. It looks orange off of her skin tone. And then the elbow, it's like a green. It's cool, yo. This shit is fucking dope. This is creative. She looks like a statue at the same time, you know. Shit is crazy. Grace Jones, Island Life. Was the album any good? I don't remember any of her music. I'm sure I've heard something from her. I just don't remember any of her music. Anyway, Grace Jones, Island Life, 1985. Next. The Smiths, Meat is Murder, 1985. This shit. Was there, what war was popping in 1985 that this is the album cover? I don't remember. And I don't know who the Smiths are. What are they known for? Is this album any good? Meat is Murder. Is this like a anti-meat people? I doubt it. I don't know why I said that. I'm assuming it's a metaphor for bodies and at war, maybe, the meat. I don't know at all. I have no clue, no type of idea what type of music this is. Does Meat is Murder related to the content on the album? Let me know. Should I check them out? If so, suggest something for me. The cover itself just looks like political shit. Like, they just trying to get a point across. And they probably are. Anyway, next. NWA, Straight Out of Compton, 1988. I know this album, of course, because I heard it a million times. A lot of cursing, a lot of truth. Everybody thinks, if you go back and listen with 2018 ears and 1988, you'd realize this album is not that crazy. Like, it's very tame compared to the shit that's going on now. Anyway, the album is dope. NWA, who else? Who's in here? Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Ren, Yella, Cube, and what the fuck is his name? I don't know, I forgot his name. Straight Outta Compton was a dope fucking album anyway. You should already know. If you don't know, go check it out. It's the music. It's actually, a lot of the songs actually hold up still. Content-wise and music-wise. A lot of them are trash, though. A lot of them I can't go back and listen to. They just sound like 1988. That shit is horrible. Anyway, next. Nirvana, Nevermind, 1991. This album cover is classic, yo. I don't know what's the significance of the dollar bill and the baby in the water, but to see a butt-naked baby in the water and the dollar bill sticks in your head when they drop the shit. I've heard a few songs off of this album, of course. I believe this is the album that has Teen Spirit, or Kill Like Teen Spirit, or Smells Like Teen Spirit. I'm sorry, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Man, that shit is hard. There's like 3 songs I think I've listened to them a million times. I know Smells Like Teen Spirit, and I know the other 2. If I listen to them, I don't know the titles. I know them because the lyrics are crazy, the shit he talks. I love the way the words he chooses, I think are fucking dope. Because before I had heard those songs, I never heard people talk like that. In that style of music either. So, Nevermind. What do they mean by Nevermind? Is that like an apathetic emotion they're trying to say? Like, is that the right word, apathetic? Like that was his whole vibe? I know I'm just trying to read into shit, but I don't know. I hope that baby's alright. Anybody seen the baby in 2018? Have they ever did like a go back and check out what he's up to? That shit's crazy. Find out what he's doing. Michael Phelps. Imagine that's fucking Michael Phelps. That would be funny. Next. A Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory. One of my favorite albums of all time. Album cover is dope. I love the red, green, and black shit. They started doing that shit on their first album, and then they went with the stick figures and all that shit. If you haven't checked out The Low End Theory, the album is fucking crazy. It's amazing. To me, of course. Tribe Called Quest is my favorite hip-hop group of all time. Like, they barely getting past EPMD. EPMD is crazy too, but Tribe Called Quest takes it. It's a dope album. There's not much I can say. The album cover is dope. A lot of jazz samples and shit like that. Real mellow-ass album. Even though the beats are super hard, drums and shit, it's real smooth. If you're a Tribe Called Quest fan, you already know what The Low End Theory's about. 1991, great fucking year for me. I remember that well. That was good times. I like it. Next. Green Day, Dookie, 1994. Damn, Green Day's been around that long? I don't know why I thought Green Day came out like in 2010 or some shit like that. I don't know why, but this album cover looks fun already. First of all, Dookie. What's Dookie about? What is that album about? Is that the one with the Boulevard of Broken Dreams? That's the only fucking Green Day song I know that I know. I'm sure I've heard other songs, but I don't know them. I just know Boulevard of Broken Dreams because when I'm in the gym, I love playing that song. It says Bad Year Blimp. Oh, the Bad Year Blimp. Get it? Good Year Blimp. There's a bunch of Dookie missiles being dropped on the world. God. I'm assuming that's supposed to be God, even though it looks like kind of like half a duck or half a pigeon chilling on the cloud. There's a dog flying an airplane. What looks like a dog. His tongue is wagging out the window. I don't know how he's doing that shit. It's like he got Kitty Pryde tongue, and it could go through shit. That's crazy. There's a lot going on in this album cover. Oh, look. Yo, they got fucking Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. How many people noticed that? I know you all did. I just noticed it. And I would have never noticed that had I not been doing these videos. I wouldn't have never known that's fucking Ozzy Osbourne. And then they got a lot of stuff going on here, man. It's just crazy. You got the lady in the window. You got a pumpkin head. It looks like Donkey Kong. The monkey holding a big pile of shit. He's thinking throw it. Yo, there's a lot going on here, man. This is super dope. This is like the Beatles shit. Yo, they need to bring back physical copies, man. I can't wait to get my setup. I want to start buying vinyl so we could go through it together and just bug on our album covers and smell that shit. And you know what I'm saying? Remember when we used to hold music and shit? They're just preparing us to let us know we're really artificial intelligence. We're not really here. And nothing we hold is anything. Weezer. This is a weird album cover. Weezer, aka Blue Album, 1994. I remember the name Weezer. I don't remember any of their music, but I remember they were big at one time. I always heard Weezer, Weezer, Weezer. And you know why I probably never noticed them? Because they look like they're regular fucking people. Like, I literally have seen all these people at the fucking mall buying something to eat in the food court. I think all 4 of them were at the food court together. I like the fact that they made this look so simple and generic. Like, this shit is mad fucking simple. This is the actual album cover? That's crazy. What's the Blue Album about? What do they talk about? What's their hit record? What put them on? I don't know. Send it to me. I've never heard it. Um, is it a good album cover? Is it iconic? I don't think it's iconic. Unless you, I guess the music. If I knew the music, it'd probably make more sense. I don't know the music, so just looking at it, if I was just an outsider, which I am looking in, this album cover doesn't pull me in. This shit is. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It's an unfinished cover to me. Next, Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. This reminds me of there's a painting. I know you guys know the painting I'm talking about. It's real famous, and it has these colors. There's moons and shit. Oh man, it's something about a dream or some shit like that. It's a famous fucking painting. I can't think of it. Anyway, I like the album cover because it looks like a novel. Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. What do they mean by melancholy and the infinite sadness? What does melancholy mean? I should look it up just so I don't sound crazy here. Melancholy. We're about to learn something. If we don't know it, we're about to find out. Melancholy and... Man, I looked up the fucking... I thought I was going to get the definition of fucking melancholy. I don't want to fucking know the album shit. I'll never know what melancholy means unless you guys let me know, because I can't Google right now. Tell me what the album's about. What's this famous song on here? What put him on? Is there any significance to her having 3 fingers out? There's always some sneaky shit people be putting in the album covers. Why is she in space flying? Why is this star giving birth to the girl? That's what it looks like. Like the star is birthing her. Because she doesn't have a bottom part. If she had a bottom part and it was a star sticking out her ass, then I would say she's giving birth to a star. And then maybe they could have been like, oh, this is my mom and this is how we were born. No, it's a star pushing the woman out. Or maybe that's how she flies. Maybe she's a half star. And why is she looking up? So many questions. I like the writing of I like the lettering of the title and everything. It's cool. I like this. Next. Iconic, I don't know. I'm assuming you need to know the music. Beck Odelay. Odelay? Odelay. Like Odelay, that type of Odelay. 1996 of Beck Odelay. I don't know what the fuck that is. It looks like one of those crazy dogs, but it also looks like a sponge jumping over a hurdle. Yo, what the fuck? Beck, I believe Beck is the sister of Nina Cherry. Is that Beck? I think so. I don't know why I know that, because I don't really know his music. I'm sure I've heard of it because I remember Beck being into like sampling hip hop and shit, or sampling like hip hop music, like hip hop music does rather. I don't know. I don't want to assume. I like the coloring of Beck with the black exclamation point and the red Odelay. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird fucking album cover. I like it because what the fuck? Let me know what's up with the music. Next. The Roots, Things Fall Apart, 1999. The Roots, y'all talk about hip-hop bands. The Roots is a hip-hop band, if you don't know. Other than Jimmy Kimmel. I think he's there on the show. I know they're on the fucking show, one of the talk show guys. I think it's Jimmy Kimmel. And they play, they're a talk show band now, but they're a hip-hop band. And when they first came out, they were dope. I'm not talking about rap-wise. Rap-wise, Black Thought is crazy. You're not fucking with it. It's very few people who could rap on the level of Black Thought. Music, to me, their music was always very, just boring. But I could never get into the music. It was just something, I just couldn't. The music never got into me. I'm talking, lyrically, I could fucking listen to Black Thought all day. I just never followed the Roots like that. The album cover is dope, I get it. Things Fall Apart. Sure does. Let me know if anybody's listened to the Roots album. Was this a good album? Album cover is very clear what the fuck is going on. It's still popping today, still happening today. This fucking world's fucked up. Evil lurks. So keep an eye out. Next. Blink 182, Enema of the State, 1999. and the mother state. That means they're gonna stick their ass up the state's, hands up the state's ass. Blink 182. I remember the name of the group. I don't know none of their music. Are they any good? I don't know. It's not iconic to me. I don't see it's if I get again. I guess if you know the music, it would be iconic. But it's all right. I'm not mad at it. What you guys think? Let me know. Next, The Strokes. Is this it? 2001. The Strokes. Is this it? Maybe I'm going backwards. I think I was going backwards. I think this is like going from 1 to 25 because they're getting less interesting as I move along. The Strokes, is this it? I don't know. I never heard of The Strokes. I do like the album cover. Some leather hand on an ass and a naked ass. Why not? Sex Sells. I don't know. It's crazy. It looks like Darth Vader is smacking her ass. Like, bitch, I told you go to the canteen and get me a sandwich. That's what Darth Vader sounds like when he takes the helmet off. Bitch, The Stroke, is this it? Is this it, bitch? Next. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black, 2006. Amy Winehouse had the crazy good voice, like super soulful. But she was fucked up in the head. She had mad issues, man. So rest in peace, Amy Winehouse. This picture's dope. She's in front of a chalkboard, like she's in trouble or some shit. Should have said back to school, not back to black. What does back to black mean? What does she mean? Like back to the darkness of all her drama? I don't know. I've only heard a few of her songs and they were really dope. I like the lettering. I like this whole album cover, man. Too bad she's gone. She could have been making some crazy music. Imagine her on social media right now. That shit would have been crazy. Next. Katy Perry, Teenage Dream. I think I like some of Katy Perry's music. Yeah. I don't know any of her music except for the Lion Roar song. And I'm gonna roar like a lion. Some shit like that she says. I don't know the song. I know it's roar. The word roar and the word is very loud in the song. Roar. I don't know. This album cover is kind of trash. It looks like a cheap, when you go to those strip malls and they have somebody taking glamour pictures, like Napoleon Dynamite, it's like that little girl did it for her. Shit's trash. Thanks. That was it. So it had to be number 1 to 25, because there's no way that this is the number 1 iconic album cover. Fuck out of here. I'm not mad at these pictures though. This was fun. I don't agree with this list at all. Not even a little bit. There were some dope ass album covers. So when I see these album covers and then you put them together, it feels like it makes the list not legit. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. You guys let me know. The most 25 most iconic. Am I quoting right? Everything I say I should quote because I am retarded. Yeah, I don't agree with this list at all, and I don't know music, but I know pictures. I know what I see, and when I see these, this is not iconic. You guys let me know what's up. I'm out. Rat Trap. Peace.